Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Stacy's Closet. If you're here, that means you're here on purpose, which means you actually have purpose. So let me just run through this real quick. So I just got on a simple, I'm just going to show you my leggings, and a simple sweater. And these are the shoes that I'm wearing. The leggings and the sweater came from Roses. I done told y'all, honey, I'm a diva on a budget. And the tennis shoes are Steve Madden, okay? I love these, right? Okay, and so now I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like the earrings make the outfit, honestly. And the earrings came from Simply 10. And all of that, again, is in my description, okay? I have it all in the description. And as far as my nails, they have not been redone. So they're the same. They're due this week to get redone, just so you know. But they're still the same. My Valentine nails, and y'all already know lgirlznails. My hair has not changed. Again, that is Lyric. Look her up. Everything is in the description, so y'all can look that up on in the description. And please, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Either you get the nails or get your hair done, or both. You will not be disappointed. Okay, now let's get into it because I have a lot to unpack this morning. Okay, so I want to address a couple of things. So one, the first thing that I want to address is the fact that it's been brought to my attention that some people think that I am racist because I'm pro-black. I'm not racist. I'm pro-black. It's a poor frog don't praise his own pond, and my pond is dipped in, flowered in blackness. Okay, so yes, I am going to praise my own pond. And again, it's a poor frog don't praise his own pond. I think my black is beautiful. That doesn't make me racist. Actually, I'm not racist. I'm pro-black and I'm pro-human. I'm pro-humanitarian. That means that I love each and every person. Uh, um, doesn't mean that I'm hating. Not at all. I'm just saying that charity begins at home, and my home is blackness. So again, it's I'm not being racist when I say that. And my preference of who I date uh happened, yes, and it's black. It has nothing to do with because I am black. It has more to do with that's just what I like, what is attractive to me. Okay, that's my choice, my preference. Whatever your preference is, baby, listen, that's your I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your little wagon. You got to pull it or push it. Okay, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So again, I'm none of those things. And just because, and men, I am not against you. I'm of course I'm pro women. Understand something. I am a woman. So yes, doesn't mean that I hate men. God knows I don't. I'm not one of those people that be sitting around talking about I don't need a man. The devil is a lie. I don't like women. So okay, listen. Now, so again, just because I want to encourage and build up women does not mean that I'm tearing down men. That is the furthest thing from the truth. I just know, I don't care what race, what nationality, women endure a lot. We go through a lot. Whether it's childbirth or whether it's we're unable to bear children, that's a lot. It's mental and it's emotional. So again, I know that we go through a lot. It just so happens that black women end up with double or triple that impact, and that is because we get torn down from every race, including our own. I have been watching the circus in Georgia with the DA. So first of all, this is what gets me. Now they're on here asking all about this woman's background. And I heard people saying, "Oh, she has an attitude, and this is a prime example of angry black women." The funny thing about that is this. Why is it that when we stand up for ourselves, it is deemed as negative? We are this angry black woman, and because we don't want them to try to, to say that we're this angry. I don't care what they say. If you accuse me of something that I know isn't true, I'm offended by that. And I'm going to show you that I'm offended. And let's be clear. I don't care what race or nationality you are. You are a liar if you sit there and say that if somebody accuses you of something that isn't true, you're not going to be offended. And you're not going to want to defend yourself. If you tell that, you're lying. Stop, please. Now, the other part to that was, then we want to be all up in their bedroom and everything. This is what gets me. I was reading all these comments online talking about who she, she was in the bed with this person. Let me help you. We're not asking who in your bedroom. We ain't asking nothing about none of y'all who in the bed. Like this is now you want to talk about racism. Racism is when you have white women and white men coming out talking about or asking about her sleeping with somebody. We're not asking them which cousin they sleeping with. So stop this whole thing about, oh, she's being negative, she got an attitude. Please stop. That is and as women, let me just say this. As women, we are so brutal on other women. We need to learn how to build up instead of tear down, which leads me into what the discussion is about today. So now I want to clarify some things too. So I want to bring this up because I've heard this too. I've had people, even my own race actually, has said that I talk white. I'm not sure what that means. I guess they're trying to say because I'm speaking grammatically correct. Let me just help you with something. That is the ignorance that you're buying into, that the media is trying to tell you, or maybe that's what you got in the classroom. You might have got it at your office. And listen, we come from of ancestors of highly intelligent people. Okay? A black woman by the name of Phyllis Wheatley. She wrote and published her own book in 1773. And guess what? It was written grammatically correct. So clearly, we're not as ignorant as they try to, or as they betray us. And again, we need to get out of what they taught us or what they're teaching us, because they're teaching us to hate ourselves. And I'm telling you, we are dipped in awesomeness, okay? I'm just saying, again, I'm not racist. I'm just pro-black. I know what we're capable of, okay? Now, the other thing that I wanted to clear up, because I guess somebody thought that they were going to inform me. So I made a video a while back and said that we created country music. Country music came from black people, right? And so somebody looked up and they can't, they hit me back with, no, it came from this white man. Okay. Baby. So if you go back and you do your history, including when you look up that particular white man, that you're implying that he created the country music genre, you will find out that, guess what? That banjo that they play with the country music, it came from West Africa. That's my people. Yes. That instrument was created by us. Okay. That was what was utilized primarily when country music first generated. So again, now this is the other thing. That same white man that you're talking about, when they asked him, where did he get the sound from? He said he got it from black ministers. Did y'all catch that? So he took, because see, I a lot of times, nowadays they're not storytellers as much as they used to be. So, back in the day, they used to be more storytellers, but they were preachers. They were just telling a story. And if you listen to country music, it does the same thing. It tells a story, right? And again, I want you to now keep in line with that, right? So they got the banjo, came from West Africa, my people, right? Then he got the same idea that, oh, I'm going to tell a story from these black ministers. Then, follow me now, not only am I going to do that, then I'm going to tell a story, because that's just how those blues people did. Now, so he didn't create country music. We created country music. He took it and then tried to label it something else. But again, if I steal a pair of Nikes and write Stacy on it, don't mean that they're still not Nike. You catch me? So again, I need y'all to go back, read your history, know your facts. Okay, so I want y'all to read up on that. Again, I'm telling you, we come from a very rich history. We come from very gifted and talented people. And that is not to knock any other race and say that they're not talented. Because again, I'm trying to let y'all know something. I'm talking about my people because, again, it is a poor frog that don't praise his own pond. So I'm going to praise my pond. And my pond happened to have a bunch of brilliant, talented people in it. Okay? Now, let's get to actually what the topic for today is about. Because I've heard this so often about, oh, black people don't stick together. Why don't we work together? I'm getting ready to blow that narrative out of the water, because that isn't true. So, that phrase, it takes a village to raise a child. I know you've heard it. I've seen books. I've read books by non-black authors, I'm going to say, that have written books about the village and all that. So let me enlighten you. That originated from an African proverb. Catch that? That's us. So it came from our people saying, if we band together, it's going to take a village, because each person is going to be, they offer something different, okay, at different times. So at different times and at different stages, you may need other things, right? So even as a child, the African proverb basically was saying, in order for you to raise your child, you get this village and they're going to impart different things into that child at different stages of that child's life. Now, even as an adult, we need a village, right? Now, my village is large. My inner circle, not so much. Because just because they're in your village doesn't mean that they're actually in your inner circle. They might not necessarily be your friend, but they're in your village. Because guess what? Each person brings something else to the table at the time that you need it. So guess what? I might need something at some point. I might need this emotional help at this time. And somebody in my village should be able to give that to me. That was the high idea. That's the concept about it takes a village, right? Now, I just want to say, I feel like I have an awesome village. I feel like I am tremendously blessed by the village that I have. Again, I have my inner circle and I also have my village, right? And sometimes that they intertwine. My inner circle is also part of my village, and I need them or needed them in certain parts of my life, right? And so I want to just say thank you to my village. And I want them to know that it did not go overlooked. And I truly, genuinely thank them for being in my village. Now, I'm saying to you guys, as women, again, I lean toward women because I am a woman, right? But as women, we don't cater to our other women and offer them to be part of our village or their village. And we need to get out of that. Women are harder on each other than anybody else, which is another reason why I always want to uplift and encourage women, because we get beat down a lot by one another. And I would like for us to basically come together. If you see your sister falling off this mountain, don't just be a spectator and watch her fall. If you can't catch her before she falls, then I'm gonna need you to put something up under her so that the impact of her fall is not so harsh. The impact from her fall doesn't kill her. You understand what I'm saying? Be the village that she needs instead of being the opposition. Okay. And prime example of that. Anybody that knows me know I love Dateline, right? So I love killer shows. I don't but and they were doing a mock trial, and if you don't know what that is, it's just basically where they get these people in and they want them to sit as a jury and they present their case, and then they see how they rule on the case. So it'll give them an idea of what they need to change in order to get either the person convicted or get them acquitted, right? Okay, so there was a particular case that I was watching, and the person had been charged of rape and murder. So the defense attorney and them thought, okay, well, let's get a mock jury, and we're going to put mainly women on that mock jury because they're going to stand up, they're going to sympathize with this victim of why she killed him because he raped her, right? How wrong they were. All the women that was on there found her guilty. The two men that were on there found her not guilty. They felt that it was justified. And they were blown away because they expected the women to be on the woman's side. But it has been proven time and time again, women are harsher on women than men are. That's a problem. That really is a problem. That to me is when you need to start doing self-evaluations. That's like when, women don't particularly want to go and tell, that they've been raped, right? So but I've seen time and time again where other women will basically blame her and say, well, she shouldn't have wore that. Look at her. She looked like she was out there looking for trouble. It doesn't matter what she has on. If she said no, no means no. And the fact that we as women would want to justify what that man did to her and blame the victim because of what she had on, that's a self problem. That's why it's very important that you get good support in your village. That's why the village is so important, right? Now, let me just tell you, I'm not going to name all the people in my village, but I do want to take the time to thank people in my village. They've meant things for different reasons. I got some ride or die. And when I say ride or die, that's just people that I feel that are loyal to me and will continue to be loyal to me throughout life. And I got some that, listen, if it pop off, they're going to be ready to pop off too, right? That's just what it is. That's part of my village, right? I got some that might look at me and say, baby, you probably need to go change. That don't, listen. Again, because sometimes I'm gonna keep it 100. When you got people in your village, they come in handy. I don't want to walk out this house looking like Little House on the Prairie reject. I don't. So I need some people in my village that's gonna be honest with me and tell me that, baby, that ain't look right, that ain't good. Not to mention, not all of your village should consist of just women, because all you get is really one point of view, the woman's. So again, there are men that are in my village, and they're my friends. I'm not talking about somebody that I'm in a relationship with. No, they're my friends. They're a part of my village. And I can go to them and say, hey, let me run this by you. And because I'm feeling this kind of way. Am I, and they can tell you, if you're justified, or are you in your emotions or your feelings, as they say. And so again, my village consists of different people. Now, my number one on my village, I'm just going to tell you, my number one in my village is going to be my daughter. My daughter, Sydney, is my number one in my village. And she's also my inner circle. But the reason that she's my number one is not just because she's my daughter. She is my number one because she is very blunt and she's very honest in what she tells me. If I go to her and I say, listen, this is what happened, or this is what I did, or this is what I said, and guess what she's going to do? She gonna tell me if I'm wrong. Now she gonna, mama, you wasn't right. But now, if we out in them streets or whatever, and I just pop off, or if I do something, she ain't getting ready to tell. She gonna be on my side now. But now when we get in that car, or when we get in that house, she gonna tell me that you was wrong. You shouldn't have did that. Again, that's why I love her. And the fact that she's a part of me. That's the other reason. And she just has a beautiful personality and a beautiful heart. Again, now my other one, it's really difficult to even place a number on her. And the reason being is because she was my very first supporter in life. She was my very first mother, sister, bodyguard, friend, confidant. My sister Willette is all of that. She is my village. She is the person that has given me so much wisdom to, and words cannot express her as what she's been to me, and that part of my village. Okay, then I have my other part of my village, and just so you know, I'm just going to tell you, this is not in any typical, this is not in any number. Okay, so I have, my Tony is, again, it's my sister that is in my village. That's my inner circle. And when I tell you, y'all, this woman has such a beautiful, beautiful heart. She will pray for me, pray with me. And she is a jokester. She makes me laugh. Like, laughter is good for the soul. And she brings that to me. I love her. But she's also my confidant. Listen, if I need a shoulder to cry on, she's going to be that. If I need some words of wisdom, she's going to do that. Again, my village, right? My other village is Kina, okay? Again, I don't even know where to begin, okay? When again, my sister, I don't know where to begin with her, because I'm telling you, she's my ride or die. She is my honey. You ain't fighting alone. She is she listens. She, my tears, like all of that. I don't know where to, I honestly don't. I don't even know how, again, I don't know how to tell you guys just how important a part of my village these women are. Then I just met, and I want to say this. There's somebody else that I believe is going to be a part of my village. And I hope that I can be a part of her village if she ever needs me to be. And I just met her last week. Her name is Felicia. Now, part of the reason why I had to I want to bring this up is because I realized something about her. She is a very loyal person, even when other people are telling her not to be somebody's friend, or they're mad that she shows that she's loyal. And let me just tell you, in any village you need somebody that's loyal. And that's in any village. Loyalty is very important in any village. Okay, so if you don't have, you need somebody that you can trust. You need loyalty and you need honesty in your village, right? And again, I just met her last week, but I can honestly say that I can tell by the way that she is a friend to Kina, the type of person that she is very loyal, very loving, and that again, I am blessed. I was blessed to meet her, and I am blessed, and I hope and pray that I continue to be blessed to get to know her, right? Okay, now I have some other people, but I'm running out of time. Listen, I wanted to come up on here and clear up some things and give y'all some nuggets, but I did want to let you know, do not buy into the concept that, oh, black people don't stick together. Let me just tell you something. I am so sick and tired of that lie and that narrative that has been spread up. And because it's been spread abroad, we have even started to believe that, oh, black folk don't stick together. The devil is a lie. Stop allowing people to tell you that we don't stick together. The very definition, the basis of us, it was proven. That's why the African proverb was, it takes a village. Because guess what? We stuck together. We come together. We hang together. And another reason why I want to knock a hole in that whole narrative of we don't stick together, that y'all need to quit buying into. Stop telling your children. Stop teaching trauma and teach awareness of themselves, awareness of our beautiful Black history, awareness of our strength, awareness of our intelligence. Okay, stop telling these people what you hear, because I know the news media and all these shows, they be trying to show you, oh, we don't stick together. The devil is a lie, because we do. Listen, what do y'all think that came from? We ain't snitching. Black folk, don't they stick together? They ain't telling on. Okay, it take up now. Some of y'all, it ain't got nothing to do with no race thing. Some of y'all just scary and you're weak, and you don't want to go to jail. Okay, so some of y'all will just sing like a mockingbird because you don't want to go to jail. Okay, I'm not even mad at you about that. I'm not. But I'm just saying the whole concept came of you're a snitch because we ain't telling on each other. We ain't telling. Even as kids, think about something. We even grew up, we wasn't telling on that. We ain't telling on ourselves. Are you crazy? So stop allowing them to put this in your brain or your mindset that we don't stick together. That is not true. This is the thing. They want us to continue to believe that we don't stick together, because if we continue to believe that, we won't literally come together. Because divided we fall, and united we stand. And I tell you, we are powerful. Think about something. When Martin Luther King was out there marching and all of that, who was it? It was Black people banding together. And look what happened. Laws changed. There again, when we stand together, Malcolm X, when we stand together. And not just we don't even have to go back that far, okay? Let's come to recent times. When we stand together, look what happened. We came together. We got laws that were passed. Police around here killing us. We stood up, right? Together. Okay? Stop buying in to that foolishness. We're a village. Nourish your village. Educate your village. Grow your village. Each person brings something different. You want to grow it. You want to improve it. You want to make it better. Then grow it. Okay? Now, with that being said, I want to tell my village, I love you, I love you, I do. And I am so appreciative of you. I look forward to building on our relationship together. I look forward to the newcomer Felicia into my village. I look forward to that, this beautiful black queen. I look forward to that. Again, I just want to say thank you. And I want to leave you with this. If nobody else has told you today, I'm going to tell you, I love you. I love you. And guess what? Ain't nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter what you say if you don't like it or you do. I love you. I do. Again, now, when God woke you up today, he gave you two things. He gave you a choice and a chance, right? So this is what I want you to do with those. I want you to choose togetherness. I want you to choose to ignore the foolishness of we don't stand together. And I want you to stand with your village. Take a chance and stand with your village and see, won't you move mountains? Okay? Stand together with your village. Now, if I left your name out by any chance, please forgive me. Charge it to my mind and not my heart. Y'all know I'm old. And again, I just want to say thank you again for tuning in to another thing of Stacy's Closet and my Black History Month nuggets. Okay? I love you. I love you. I do. And until next time, be blessed.